Okay, so yeah, should be recording now, hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna be doing another run of Currency Wars, just on the Monarch of Capital. Ringing again just to try out some of the new teams and buffs and stuff. I haven't really had time to truly be able to test out all the teams and everything just yet with all the changes. Um, I've tried Follow-Up Attack, I've tried Dot. I have not tried Energy, I do want to try that. I did try a Sela team, I did that on stream. So I might make a video out of that. Um, I guess we could do Wolf Hunt. I did do Follow-Up Attack, but I didn't really do Wolf Hunt. And Wolf Hunt actually got a pretty significant buff, although this item's not really too good, but still getting the early Wolf Hunt is really big for Wolf Hunt. So definitely gonna take that if I can. Which, yeah, this seems fine. And I even want to keep my Cypher around just in case things happen, you know? So with Wolf Hunt, you get experience per round, and that experience is based on the equipment that your characters have as well. And then advanced and other equipment is considered 2, but you can also just do this technically to kind of level up the board set a little bit faster and stuff. So that is what I'm going to do at the start here. Can always sell those 2 later and replace them if I need to. But yeah, I haven't really been streaming at all recently. I've been, well, I just finished watching The Sopranos show, and that was pretty good. Kind of an older show at this point in time, but yeah, I hadn't actually seen it myself, so did get around to doing that. I guess I don't really need Cypher if I have you on. No offense to Cypher, but I mean, Aventarine's Aventarine. Yeah, I did that, and my League of Legends addiction has been ramping up, so I've been playing that a lot. I got to gold, finally, for the first time, so that's been fun. Did it without swapping roles, still just playing supports. Now let's take the Trauma team. I think that's good here. These items are a little awkward. Not really any usable path there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, there's 9 slots here total. I was wondering if I had enough for Econ or not, but I do not. But yeah, you know, I'm glad I didn't like switch roles or anything, just played support, played enchanters even. Been playing a lot of Soraka and Seraphine. A little bit of Nabi, a little bit of Lulu, Milio, depending on the situation. I did turn back on the chat for it just because I do think it's kind of important to have chat on to at least read messages. You don't really have to respond, but I mean, people do use it for communicating important things in ranked. Although they also use it for communicating other things that are far less important, and I am not really too far from doing it myself sometimes either, but yeah. Did get out of silver. I kind of just, you know, thought about what I needed to do to try to solo carry, and there's like, obviously as an enchanter, or you're kind of limited in your solo carry potential, although with like Seraphine you have far more than most other enchanters because you actually have reasonable damage output for a person in the game. Not really reasonable for an enchanter, to be fair, if you kind of think about it, but you know, you have a bit more agency with her than some other enchanters, but it also depends on the game and everything, and if you need like whatever type of sustain is important. I've been running Echoes of Helia just to try to help get some healing on some non-healing supports. Like I ran it on Janna in Lulu in some games. I don't think it's the most optimal pick, but it is not bad at times, so I have been running that. So we're 1 out of 10. I would like to try to hold on to this. What was that, at least? Probably gonna go for like 3-star Phase Out and Aventurine. So kind of like the follow-up attack team, although we are going to be focusing on the Wolf Hunt side of it this time around. Last time we focused on the follow-up attack. This time we're just having follow-up attack because it's something that you can proc really easily with Wolf Hunt, but Wolf Hunt is the main focus. Because yeah, they did change the Borisons. The Borisons provide a lot stronger buffs now. And yeah, the fastest way to level up your Borison is to get to level 5 and put in 5 Wolf Hunt, as well as getting as many items on your Wolf Hunt characters as possible. So that's going to be the goal. You can see I've already got quite a bit on Phase Shao there. So, and the completed items count as 2 XP, and then the non-complete count as 1. Yeah, I believe the Borison now gives speed amplification is the interesting buff. But yeah, this team is one that is really strong early. It's actually not that bad in World Creator 20, or at least it wasn't before the buffs. I had done some testing on it on stream because someone had asked me to try some stuff with it, and I was able to get to stage like 3-5 pretty consistently with this team. So maybe the buffs could make it a World Creator 20 viable team. I didn't really know what team I was going to be playing tonight, so that's why I just wanted to go down to Hand of Capital. Test these out, because I haven't really been having too much success with trying out the buffed teams in Wealth Creator 1. So that's why I'm just doing it here. Being a little bit easier to record, because I don't really have too much time to record tonight. But yeah, I just kind of binge watch The Sopranos and finish that. Which is definitely the main priority that I should be having right now, I guess, but yeah, let's see, where can I take this team at the moment? There's kind of not really anything I want to commit to, so I think I just sell and try to get some experience, get to level 6, and then start rolling. I think would be the best course of action. So yeah, Loopy and Howl. Let's see. Lucky Strike rating increases by 20%. I wonder if they made that buff just start at a higher amount, or what's changed there as well. I think that is one of the ones that changed, but I want to wait until it's got some levels to the board and see what's changed from there. Yeah, not providing any speed amplification at the moment, but I mean 20% Lucky Strike chance is actually a pretty considerable amount for even like follow-up attack Phase Shell. That's really good just because you can run Wolf Hunt really easily, and it would not take that long to get as many levels in the Borison as I have, especially if you got a good Wolf Hunt start. So be able to scale Phase Shell with that. They buffed Phase Shell scaling a lot. I know this is another video kind of Phase Shell focused, but Yeah, I do want to do a video as well on the new Anomaly Arbitration, and I think there's something else resetting tonight, because it is a weekly reset, and I need to do my Zenless weeklies before it resets, and kind of make engine ones as well, but I don't really mind putting those off, because I've still got a long time before those really expire, but I am falling a bit behind on the gachas, so I do plan on streaming and trying to catch up on them pretty soon. Just 'cause I've kind of been putting them off for a bit and working on other things and League, so. Yeah, I think that's good. We can try to get Jiaoqiu an extra star, but not the most important upgrade. Okay, there we go. There's a wolf hunt character. Folding knife is good, although I did already have one. I didn't even see it. Decapitation would be good. Oh, we actually got it. Then this can also work. And I might as well give this to you for now. That can change. I want to grab the units in the shop there and then try to see what I can make out of this. I mean, I don't think Jingliu is as important as Jiaoqiu here. Not that either super important or anything, but yeah, next up is Yanqing. It's not exactly gonna be an easy one. Especially if I want Fei Xiao to get some levels, but yeah, I think this is fine. Stop here. Just slow roll. We're win streaking anyway. This team should be strong enough to clear Kafka at the moment. But yeah, one of the things that I started to do more in League now, well, it's up to 25%, so 30%. Like, but yeah, one of the things I've been starting to do is like ping. Not necessarily missing, because I was already doing that, but trying to track the enemy jungler. That's kind of the jungler's job, but being in Silver to Gold Healer, you don't really get any pings like ever for anything, so just trying to keep track of where people are on the map in general is something that I've been working on to try to solo carry from an enchanter point of view. And then just trying to focus on the champions that I know. Like, I don't really like diversifying my pool too wide of champions, but most enchanters are fairly similar, so it's not too far of a stretch to be able to play a decent amount of them. Mainly like positioning, cooldowns, things like that are the differences, but I mean, I know what Emilio does versus like a Soraka or a Nami character and stuff, so yeah, I got to gold 4 and then played a game lost, played a game won, so I'm like a little bit into it. Not just sitting 0 OP or anything. Though I did get there from that initial loss, but yeah, just trying to focus on solo carrying as best as I can or whatever is working out for me at the moment, so I'm gonna try to keep doing that. That works. I honestly don't even hate this. Not really a Jiao Show item, but... And could have been turned into Yanqing, but... I'd like to level up the Borison quickly. Yeah, that's fine. I might only go for 2-star Aventurine as well. And 2-star Face Shao, I may not even go for 3. And just try to level up and get in 7 Wolf Hunt. Just so that way you can focus on leveling up the Borison and have that carry. Because the Borison, they also buffed just the way that summoned bond effects work, so things like the Borison or Lightning Lord from the Shinjo bond effect, they get stronger every node that you enter, so even without having to level up or being in further stages of Wolf Hunt and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't really hate gold here because I did take a combat one early. Yeah, Trippy's a fine addition to like any team. You can just slam on Trippy and it works. So we're looking for Lingsha and Yunli. We're only on 2-2, so having this far of an advantage now is pretty good. The Borison's gotta be leveling up after this round as well. But yeah, I mean, like, outside of the jungler tracking thing, I didn't really change my playstyle too much. I definitely think there's a lot of stuff I can improve on in League still. But I have been getting MVP in the games that I win. The games that I lose, I usually am like 7th or 8th. On OPGG, I mean. Which, yeah, I can't tell if that's just me playing enchanters, so my viability is based on the strength of the teams, or if it's reflection of my performance or whatever. It's kind of... can't really pick and choose depending on whichever favors you in that sort of a situation. I do need another... Well, actually I do need you. So I wouldn't mind getting items for my Yanqing, but more Wolf Hunt is not an issue either. Yeah, 30 after this round. Would be able to get it up to 45 if I got Yunli. So really I just need items. The star levels don't affect anything, so... of your units, I mean. Unlike with, Cosmic Scholar. But yeah, I was also gonna do, and I'm still kind of planning on doing this video, a video going over the, like, design philosophy and meta impact of all of the crisis airs and stuff. I think I'll just do it for all of the Amphorius patch, so including this patch, just because this patch got super extended due to the delays of everything with all the tension going on between Japan and China right now. So, yeah, that kind of gives me some time to work on that. So, I should be able to get that out before 4.0, but yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm, you know, saying something that's actually worth saying with it, or whatever, you know. I accidentally leveled there. I shouldn't have, because I messed up my econ, but fine to be 1 gold off. Still 30%. I wanted to see if it's affecting my character's speed yet. I think it is, actually. Right, because my jaw show was at 0%, so yeah. I remember seeing that it said that it increased speed amplification, but I wasn't entirely sure on that. But yeah, I do think that means that it's changing. Because they also made it where characters get speed amplification additionally based on their costs. Yeah, the Borison damage is definitely not bad. Yeah, after this round is a reward node, so that'll drop off some items to level up the Borison a bit faster. Yeah, I do really like this item set on Facial. I think that it works very well compared to some of the other builds, like the recommended one or whatever. Oh, it's actually this one. No. It was this, but yeah, I think this is just a lot better, especially with how they changed Firestorm Surge to where the scaling now means that you only need 6 stacks to be comparable with the double golden knife item without the damage amplification, but damage amplification's kind of irrelevant. I don't think holding on to that Siren would be a bad idea, but it's fine. I guess it doesn't matter, we can just put on Evernights. I don't even think that's that bad. Because Punching's pretty good at AoE damage in this mode, so kinda might as well. Morrison will still level up, so it's fine by me. Yeah, now that I finished that was a show that I started like a while ago, The Sopranos. I mean, I was kind of thinking about it, but I forgot that I mentioned it like 20 minutes ago or something now. But yeah, now that I finished that show, I can move on to watching other things. Even though I had been putting it off to watch YouTube or streams whenever. Or I think the main thing that stopped me from finishing this brand was actually Fate. When I was reading and watching through that, I had to stop so I could try to get ready for Saber's release, Saber and Archer, in Stellaron. So that'll give you an idea of how long it had been since I started it, but yeah, I had been watched like most of it up until that point, and then just kind of stopped and couldn't really get back into it until I was kind of thinking about finishing it, so that way I could convince myself to watch other things. I've been watching the Fallout show as well, because that came back on. Although now it's weekly, so first episode of the new season came out Friday, so next one will be out this upcoming Friday after Christmas. But yeah, I never played New Vegas. I mean, like, I played it like a tiny bit, because I do have it on PC. I got it for free on something. I don't know, games from that era I can't really get into now. I played Fallout 3 on the Xbox 360 when it was still visually considered a not bad game, but like now it's really hard. There are certain games I can get past the graphics and stuff, but like Nintendo 64 era I'm fine with. It's whenever you get to like GameCube era games it gets a little rough. And early Xbox 360 like Oblivion's pretty rough. Although it does have a kind of nice art style to help there. Whereas Fallout's Fallout, which is kind of the point of the stuff, but it doesn't necessarily help it. Yeah, me not knowing what's coming in Fallout's not necessarily a bad thing, though. Leaves some suspense, though. I do know some things about New Vegas and stuff, so. Guess it remains to be seen. I kind of also want to watch the It show, although I haven't seen the second movie. I saw the first one, like when it came out. Stuff, but I was on like a horror arc for a bit for shows. Although really it was just me watching like Creepcast and stuff, or I guess listening to Creepcast, which is a podcast by Wendigoon and Meat Canyon, the YouTubers, where they would go over like creepypastas or internet stories and stuff related to horror stuff. But kind of thought some of those were interesting, like Left Right Game, one that I liked a lot. And then I like the Jaunts and some Ito stuff, Junji Ito, but outside of that, there's not really any particular thing I like. Maybe existential cosmic stuff, just because that's the only thing that really can get to me in some way.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
I mean, outside of just, having the occasional nightmare if I were to turn it on before going to bed, so that's part of the reason why I haven't started it. And then I also wanted to finish The Sopranos, so I did that. Could finish Better Call Saul, since I do need to watch the last season of that to be done. But I said that if I were to watch the last season, I'd want to go back and rewatch everything. So I don't even know if doing the full marathon would be worth. It's not like I don't remember a decent amount of the plot, especially from seeing memes about a lot of the plot outside of the final season. Yeah, very podcasty episode today. Kind of yapping about stuff that's not the game. And it's not a bad thing, though. I would like items. Okay, that's fine with me as well. Now, the real thing I would like is Yunli. To be honest. I need to wait. Topaz is fine. March for the extra shield buffs can't be too bad either. Probably place her with Donna if I can find them. But yeah, the Borison has changed all the way up to Vule, so now we've got 35% lucky strike rates, plus a decent chunk of speed. 10%. Probably gonna roll for Yunli after this round though to try to get the Borison fully leveled up to that 600. Nine wolf hunts. Pretty difficult, but it is really strong, to be fair. Especially if you can get it early. Not really in a position to do so. You have a pretty high chance of finding a Yunli between the shop and the roll down, so why I think next round is good. Probably should have moved those to my Wingsha already.
It's on me.
I don't hate this. Oh, and there's Yunli. That was easy. Can I level here? I think so. I think I'd be able to level and still have some game to play after. At least give that to Lingsha for now. Should be quite a lot of XP now. I need to just check and see actually, but I can back after this. Yunli will help with the sustain issues as well, a little bit. As long as it's not too much AoE damage. If I level up, probably get in someone like Silverwolf. Could be an option. Cyrene that Emily is also an option, but I kind of heard with the on-field situation. Black Swan.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. A little more heat. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave? Ribbon trip. In lunar flame.
Yeah, 63. 63 is actually not great. Yeah, I should have more than enough to reach level 10. Hoping for a bit more than 63 XP per. Guess I didn't check. Means I'm not gonna be able to reach that 600. Or I would be able to add one more stage. Yeah, Wolfland, it's not necessarily the easiest to get rolling, but once it is rolling, then it's pretty strong. I feel like it's one that you want to have that re-Wolfland on stage 1 in Wealth Raider 20 to be able to run it. You can't just go like Cosmic Scholar and then remove your Cosmic Scholars and start going for Wolf Hunt. You want to try to get those early levels and everything while you can and stuff. I could have maybe reached that 300 or the 600 Wolf Hunt as well if I was able to get any investment strategies that actually drop items for the characters to use rather than the ones that I got, which are still fine. Not as optimal for what I was trying to do.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Yeah, I did upload a YouTube short the other day from one of those matches that I played, Silver and stuff. That was actually a game when I got to Silver 91 LP. And then the day after that, I was basically one game away from Gold 4 at Silver 191 LP. So the next day, I started to try to get to Gold. Lost the first one, whatever first game of the day. Then win into 3 losses, into 2 wins, 1 loss, 3 wins to get to Gold, into lost 1, I think. Is how the games went. But yeah, I do have positive win rate in ranked now. Or ratio, I guess. So it's not bad. Hmm. That's not exactly what I meant to grab, actually. That really was it. I meant to grab the whatever dice recently. I still think these aren't really our options. Looking for either Silver Wolf or Black Swan, whichever shows up first. It's looking like neither wanna show up though. Oh. Wasn't too bad. Could have been, but isn't. Does this count? Guess we'll find out. Either way, it's good for the boards then, I guess. It's over after this one anyway. Probably needed the left slot face out for the weakness implants overall, but maybe she could figure it out. Yeah, I want to try Energy Yunlei. I feel like it's actually not bad now. Because it was really close to being good before the buff, but they also buffed Energy a lot. I feel like it can't be that bad now. But yeah, this one's still a win, regardless of what happens, although it looks like it's not going to be a boss clear. Most likely. At this rate. Team's not really fast enough for the amount of damage they are outputting. But maybe. Boris unable to put in some work there.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Yeah, the on-chain damage is actually kind of a lot. Of course, that was a really good situation for that ult to provide a lot of value. But gotta give it credit still.
Right on time. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Since you're already here.
But yeah, I don't think this is transferred. The buff state okay, of confidence factor. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect game on buff hunt. True perfect as well, not one where I got all the HP back. So, it's not bad. 15 game winning streak. I mean, that's not the match record, for sure. But, yeah, it's certainly not bad. Suppose. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to end things for now. I do have some other things I need to take care of in Legacy ZZ and stuff, so yeah. I do want to do the new Anomaly Arbitration. I had been waiting on some strats to be developed for that before making a video because I wasn't able to figure out how to do it myself, so. But yeah, it looks like Apocalyptic Shadow is also resetting, so be looking forward to that, I guess, as well. I'm probably not going to stay up for it just because it's already pretty late. Yeah, but if I do, then I'll have uploaded this instead of or I'll uploaded that instead of this. So I guess we'll see. If I upload this, then the Apocalyptic Shadow will be out tomorrow, as of whenever this is uploaded. And then if I upload an Apocalyptic Shadow first, then it's already out, and there won't be anything tomorrow after this, because I'm trying to go back to just uploading every other day, because it makes it where I can space out stuff better. But yeah, I should be streaming tomorrow too, as like it's Monday, I guess now, but like at 1 a.m. Monday, so I'll be streaming on Monday at the regular time again and stuff, and maybe some League, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I guess that's where I'm going to end things for now, and guess I hope to see everyone in the next one.